Good morning, and welcome back to Daily Dhamma, a letter to our children. Today is March 11th, and our reading is The Main Idea, Part-2. The main idea is to make sure the main idea stays the main idea. Traditional military adage. It depends on our intentions. In much of the world today, the main idea is protecting the inner party. To that end, people must believe 1. War is peace. 2. Freedom is slavery. And 3. Ignorance is strength. As O'Brien told Winston, one does not establish a dictatorship to safeguard a revolution. One makes the revolution in order to establish the dictatorship. The object of power is power. And that's George Orwell, 1984. In a one-party state, everybody must support the leader and lie to everyone else all the time without hesitation. Failure to spout the party line results in denunciation, 2-minute hate sessions, loss of livelihood, and being dropped down the memory hole. If that sounds frightfully totalitarian, ponder the history of the 20th century, or turn on a television. Knowing how to manipulate and control the masses are not life-sustaining skills. The Buddha said to tell the truth. Unfortunately, it is true that evil is banal. Since time immemorial, there has been a battle between people who would like to be in control and people who would like to see other people be free. And it doesn't matter. You can go back to the story of Exodus. You can go to Gilgamesh, the Mahabharata, or the Bhagavad Gita, and you'll see the same forces at work. They epitomize a dark part of the human psyche that has always plagued civil society. There's some demiurge seeking power over others to dominate and to rule. Plato's Republic had its guardians, Bentham his panopticon, and the Nazis and the Soviets their secret police. That spirit stalks us today, often posing as philanthropists and civil-minded helpers. To say that we can do better is pretty much an epic understatement. But we always have a choice. It's also important to point out that this is not a matter of left and right. Yes, there are terrible communist regimes. Yes, there are terrible fascist regimes and all that stuff. The problem isn't left and right. The problem is those who want to have the power and those who are going to be dominated by the power. Let's get back to 1984 for a second, shall we? Winston Smith has been summoned to O'Brien's office where he's going to be subjected to the tortures of the damned. And here's part of what O'Brien tells him. But always, do not forget this, Winston, always there will be the intoxication of power, constantly increasing and constantly growing subtler. Always, at every moment, there will be the thrill of victory, the sensation of trampling on an enemy who is helpless. If you want a picture of the future, imagine a boot stamping on a human face forever. He paused as though he expected Winston to speak. Winston had tried to shrink back into the surface of the bed again. He could not say anything. His heart seemed to be frozen. O'Brien went on, and remember that it is forever. So happy trails to you until we meet again.